paintball, and you've been waiting a long time, I know, for this, so decided I was going to get started on it. And this is edition 2 for the P90 Ion. You might notice I actually have some stuff hanging out of it. Right now we're going to talk about installing the regulator. Now you can use the stock duck bill, whatever the heck they call it, kind of ASA. I decided to go, I have an old Spider ASA that just seems to fit the bill a little bit better for me, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. But you can use the stock ASA. And this is just going to mount actually right here along the side, with help with some spacers and this, that, and the other. And the macro line's going to wrap around and connect to it here. Now you also notice I have a remote line. This body is not, it's just really, it's ill-equipped to handle the weight of a tank. So we're going to use remote line. Now, the one major modification you're going to have to do is you're going to have to drill and tap a hole in this ASA. You want to be very, very careful. Especially, I mean, I have a couple of these ASAs, but if you only got one ASA, you got one shot. You want to make sure you drill your hole, your pilot hole, as slowly, carefully, and straight as possible. Because if you screw it up, it's going to leak, and then you're done. You have to go buy another ASA. Now these are like $4. I got a couple, so when you're tapping, take very, very special care to insert the tap straight as possible. Slowly back it in. Back it in as far as you can, and you should go in about that far, and then back it out, and then just for good measure thread it back in, you thread it back out. So when you're done, and we'll come a little closer here, you will have this very fine, very well done threaded hole. Now to hard mount the regulator into the body so it doesn't move, I simply drill the hole through the body. I lined up and just use the actual stock Smart Parts gauge to hold the regulator in place. Alright, so we got our regulator completely mounted in there. Everything's tapped, and it's tapped for this fitting right here. Alright, right here we have the XE inner breech and outer body. Now, one thing I noticed while trying to fit this inside the body is that the Ion body itself is just obscenely huge. It is entirely too large, and actually entirely superfluous for the most part, other than the fact that it holds the feed neck. So what I decided to do was I'm going to chop the back part of this body. And as you can see now, the breech fits substantially better inside there. Now one thing we are going to do is on the opposite side, I'm going to drill and tap a hole here and here on the front, on the other side, and that's going to mount and secure the breech itself to the body. So here we go. Our mounting hole, our new mounting hole, has just been completed. And as you can see, very nicely done. Okay, so we got our hole tapped out. We drilled a hole, measured exactly where we need it, drilled a hole. Now I got this lovely set of spacers and of course one of the short mounting bolts, and we're going to space them out precisely and hard mount the firing can into the body.